Stop digging up your seed. A farmer doesn't plant seed and go out the next morning digging around looking for proof that something is growing. He understands that before anything ever breaks through the surface, there's an underground process happening. Roots are being formed, structure is being built, and the seed is maturing where nobody can see it. That's exactly what God is trying to do in your business right now, but you want to forfeit this process. It's like you've been carrying this desire around to do something and you know it came from God. So you finally start that business. You finally write that book. You finally release that music or start making that content, and nothing happens. It don't start producing overnight. So now you start to doubt. Now you start to complain. Now that complaining turns into becoming impatient. Instead of waiting on the promise of the Lord to come to fruition, you get impatient and now you ready to go dig your seed up. Remember what happened to Saul? He had very clear instructions from the prophet Samuel. Samuel told him to go down to Gilgal and to wait 7 days there for him, and that when he got there, he was going to offer the peace offerings, the burnt offerings, the sacrifice unto the Lord. But in chapter 13, what does Saul do? Saul gets down there and things don't start looking the way he expected them to look. Things don't start happening according to his own timeline. Instead of waiting on the instructions from God, he takes matters into his own hands and he digs his own seed up. Samuel gets down there and he says, "What have you done? You have acted foolishly. You have not obeyed the command of the Lord. God was going to establish your kingdom forever, but now your kingdom will not continue." It was that one act of impatience that cost Saul the kingdom. Saul forfeited his harvest because he could not wait for God's timing. Listen, those seeds you've been planting, it doesn't look like anything is happening on the surface, and you're very tempted to pivot. You're very tempted right now to start deviating from what God asked you to do. But I'm here to give this warning. I said this before, but I'll say it again. Your delay is not your denial. You're in a growing season, and there is a process happening underneath the surface. James 5:7 tells us to be patient, brothers and sisters. See how a farmer waits for a land to yield its valuable crop, patiently waiting for the autumn and the spring rains. You can't harvest something that you're not willing to wait for. Don't be impatient like Saul and forfeit your promise because you got impatient during the process. That seed is growing. You just can't see it yet.